Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, every dollar counts. This is Mandy Hudgens for Citizens National Bank. Right now, we're offering some exceptional rates on deposit accounts. If you're shopping for a great CD rate, we invite you to come by and see us so we can help your money grow. Or, if you need easy access to your cash, our Maximum Money Market account is another great option to take your earnings to a whole new level. Best of all, you can enjoy doing business with our local community bank, so come experience the difference of doing business with Citizens National Bank, where we've been in business since 1888 and we've been recognized time and again as one of the safest banks in the nation. You can also visit us online at yourcnb.com. Through the power of local, we're ready to help make your dreams a reality.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
Watkins, Ward & Stafford welcomes member and partner Anita Goodrum, certified public accountant, to their Kosciusko office. Anita, along with Tammy Irving and staff, offer professional and personalized services and financial guidance for business and personal. Watkins, Ward & Stafford is a full-service accounting firm offering QuickBooks, online hosting solutions, payroll, and direct deposits. Welcome to Kosciusko, CPA Anita Goodrum. Watkins, Ward & Stafford, leading our clients through the next generation of change.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG, good health is our priority.
Boswell Media Sports.
36-0, all Whippets here at homecoming night halftime, and we'll give you some scores from around the state. Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts scoreboard update. As I said, at halftime, Ethel leads McAdams 8-6 in the Atala County Super Bowl. Shannon and Pontotoc, that's a big one up in North Mississippi. Shannon leads that one 36-22. Choctaw County up on Nettleton 41-6. Got a tight one down in South Mississippi. Sumrall and Seminary, they're tied at 7. Halftime, Petal up on West Jones 35-6. We told you at the half it's Northwest Rankin and Brandon tied at 0. Here's another close one down in the metro area. A little bit of an upset brewing. Madison Central leads Oxford 14-13. And Oxford is number 6 in the state. Some Academy action. Kirk Academy leading Manchester 14-7. Halftime, you got Simpson and Oak Forest tied at 7. And we'll give you an update on the game happening over on Cruisin' 98.3 with Philip Palmetry and Jared Schatz on the call for that one. 44-7. It's all Leak there at the half on Cruising 98. Looks like the Rebels are going to advance to another win there and extend their record out to 5-1 as they're trying to get back to the 5A, or excuse me, to be the 4A state championship. Now they've redistricted over there in the MAIS. But the Whippets coming back out onto the field. We should have a running clock situation here in the second half, with the Whippets leading at 36-0, and we ended the first half with a running clock. And Jeremy, you've been a part of games like this, sometimes maybe on both sides.
Yeah.
So what do you do when it's a game well in hand and you still got to go out and you got to get 24 minutes of football in?
Man, you just gotta you want to try to play as clean as you can, and man, games like this is hard. When you pretty much have it in hand, and it's easy to get sloppy, and that's one thing coming out second half is just don't want to play sloppy. We saw even bits and pieces of that even the first half, some here and there that I know that Coach Orr and his staff is didn't want to see, but. That's one thing is you don't want to play down when you're playing a school that may not match up with you as well as they do, and so you just want to come out and play fundamental football, do the little things right. Don't let up on the blocking and tackling, throwing and catching and running the football. You don't want to play sloppy, but you want to play as clean as you can and finish up this game strong and healthy.
Yeah, and as you said, you got a big one looming next week with Louisville, and that's a big one. They're up big, 35-0 over there on their side in their game against Yazoo City, and all roads leading to that big showdown. And you can't get caught looking forward because, as you said, there's a game like this. Tippers can flare.
That's right.
You can get pushing and shoving and ejections.
Yeah, you want to play smart for sure, man. You got to think about that.
That could affect games next week, so you just kind of have to wait and see, and as you said, play some clean football, and I imagine we'll see some of the younger guys get in because you got a 36-0 lead, and we already saw a few younger guys along the defensive line. They got a few of the younger guys in. You saw some kind of sprinkled in the defensive backfield. You even saw Jack Vance come in on the offensive side of the ball, make a catch. So we might see a few of the younger guys trying to get some reps. And good news for the Whippets, they got Richard Kern back, and you can get him some game reps. You don't want to throw anybody in a Louisville first game of the year. You don't want to.
That's right.
You don't want to. Hey, welcome back. Now you got to play Louisville. Not saying that Kern's not up for it. You're a really, really good player along the offensive line, but it's not like you just want to be like, oh, you hadn't had any reps all year. Here. Play Louisville, play the Wildcats, play one of the best.
Because it takes time no matter who you're playing, getting those game reps. It's nothing like it. And like you said, you throw him into a Louisville game right out of the gate without getting reps. I mean, that's difficult to do.
Yeah, so he's gotten some tonight, and so hopefully he can get, kind of get his sea legs back under him, if you will. So that's a wrap on the Citizens National Bank halftime report. We got to say a big thank you to Sandy McBride from the school district coming back up here and kind of helping us with the internet situation. We kind of had an internet droppage there early because we had our pregame, we had homecoming, everything was going fine, and then the internet just kind of dips, which is wont to happen in this day and age. Things, when you're working with machinery and electronics, things like that happen. But Sandy McBride able to come back up here and take care of us and get us back rocking and rolling. So I believe the video stream's back up there on breezynews.com. Brought to you by Allen's Furniture. All of our streams, whether it's a video stream or an audio stream, which you could have listened to us the whole time. The video stream went out, but the audio stream online at breezynews.com stayed on, and it never wavered. It never went out. And so those streams, whether you're on the app, the audio stream, or the video stream, presented by Allen's Furniture. Third quarters are brought to you by Chris Coleman of Alpha Insurance. And Whippets are hoping to have a big, big third quarter. Looks like Falk will handle the kickoff duties as well. He's kind of slotted in there decent as a punter.
He has.
Yeah, had a few issues on the punts early on, but they swapped it over to Falk there, and the last few punts have been fairly nice. Looks like he's going to line up to kick it away here. Whippets have back Roundtree and C.J. Sandifer. I got a couple of fun trivia questions for you here in the second half. As I think I hear Triple H is all about the game playing here at the field. Left-footed kicker goes down and it'll roll out of bounds at the 30-yard line, but it was touched by a Whippet, so that's where it will go. I think it was Vance that tried to take it off of a hop, and it went off of his hands. McBride tried to grab it and bring it back in, but could not get to it in time, and it will indeed be Whippets football at the 30-yard line. Whippets are going to send the starting unit back out there. And the clock is indeed running. So I might have a very quick rolling second half here from Landrum Field. Caden Wade drops to throw, steps up, going long, aiming for Pierce, incomplete. But there is a flag down. Might be a defensive holding situation here.
Yeah, and he had double coverage right there, it looked like as well. Just over.
Nope. They will say pass interference. So full-on pass interference. Only thing different is one's 15 yards and one's 10 yards between pass interference and defensive holding. So this is the 15-yard variety. So gets up just shy of the 45 for this Whippet offense. C.J. Santa for the running back. 3 down linemen for the Rams. There's a throw and catch made by Pierce way behind the line of scrimmage, and he'll be brought down way behind the line back towards the 38-yard line.
That was a positive play for their defense right there, but reading that out, and man was able to drop him for a loss.
Well, I believe was Dalen Duncan got up there and got on the stop for the Rams. Puts the Whippets back behind the chains for the first time tonight. Second down, 17 yards to go. Ball's on the left hash for the Whippets as they move it left to right with a 36-0 lead. Caden Wade, he is going to step up and throw. Wide open. Jabry Pierce, middle of the field, catches it. Angles right, trying to get outside the numbers. He's down the sideline at the 10, the 5. Jabry Pierce in for a touchdown.
It looked like he's trying to get it to Pierce right there. They gave him three tries right there.
And that time he was wide open and able to get it in for the score. Who's the – I have to get out there and see who's the new holder.
I believe that is Braxton Horn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pierce is normally the holder, but it's going to be Braxton Horn. And we'll see if that's Eli Cade in there that is doing the long snapping. I believe it was.
Yep,
that was Eli Cade on the long snap. Make sure we get all that in. But the PAT is good. Whippets ahead 43-0. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours. Teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Boswell Media Sports.
Fabian Washington gets Braden Ray's kick at the 20-yard line, runs it straight forward up the hash marks, tackled by Mylan Johnson at the 30. Kosciusko with a 43-0 lead, rolling clock in tonight's third quarter. Jadarius Gibson has a split back set, 2 backs behind him, One of them is Courtney. I believe the other one is Jones. I think they have, or is that Falk back there? That might be Falk they have back there next to him. I believe that is. And claps for the ball. High snap over the head. Gibson goes back and just lands on it right around the 13-yard line. Once again, some high snap situations, and the Whippets do have a number of new guys in. Want to make sure to get those names in. LaKendrick Winters in here on the near side as a defensive back. Also, Thad Coates in as a linebacker along the defensive line. You got Braden McNeil. Also, I believe that's big Anthony Harris, J.D. Cummins in there as well. Also in at a linebacker, you're going to have Jeremiah Talley. Mylan Johnson's in. You still got Heron as your safety. Also in at a safety is Quindarius Griffin. So it's second down and still about Carthage for a first down. Gibson dropping the throw, looks right and throws back left, incomplete. Heron, was about that far away from the Whippets' fourth pick six in 3 weeks. Let's see a few other guys' names that we didn't mention. We mentioned Jamal Stewart. There's Griffin, Mylan Johnson. Zay Riley still out there in the defensive backfield. So J.T. Heron, about the only one. J.T. Heron and Zay Riley, the only two what we would call starters still in on defense for the Whippets. But Braden McNeil might as well be a starter as much as he comes in and out. He gets a lot of reps there on that defensive line. So third down, 21 yards to go for a first down. 3 receivers out wide to the left. Tied in right. Gibson, play fake. Dropping back to throw. He'll be hit and dropped for J.D. Cummins with a sack back to the 15-yard line. That's his second sack of the ball game for J.D. Cummins. So we'll see a punt team come out for the Gentry Rams. Whippets look like punt safe here. Look like they're not going to send back anybody. So, yeah, it looks like just punt safe as the punter is going to stand right around the 3-yard line, already at the 4.5-minute mark of the third quarter. The Whippets with a 43-0 lead. Good snap, but somebody moved, I believe, and it will be against the offense. False start. And to back them up 5 yards. They don't got too many yards to go back. So back fourth down. I said Carthage last time. Now it's about Forest. Maybe Walnut Grove.
Mm-hmm.
High snap. It's going to go out of the end zone for a safety. Snap over the head of the punter. That'll make it 45-0. And we will await the free kick after the safety. We'll keep it right here. And have some time to give you our trivia question. We got a few trivia questions for you this evening. So, trivia time. This Gentry alum played football at Ole Miss, and he was the first person to return a kickoff for a touchdown for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you're thinking, well, that might have happened a long time ago. Well, not really, because Tampa Bay didn't have a kick return for a touchdown until 2007, December 16th, 2007. So think about somebody that played at Gentry, and then he played at Ole Miss, and then he took a kickoff return for a touchdown for Tampa Bay back in 2007. So think on that. That is our trivia question for this evening. So back up after the free kick. Back to the 20-yard line. Whippets have some new return men back. Trying to get you those numbers. Now a lot of new guys. Kendrian Latiker's in. Also along that far sideline, I think that's Jaquan Mitchell. Yeah, so this is the type of stuff important, Jeremy, when your some of the younger special teams guys can get in.
Yeah, because I don't know if there's anybody that's on their normal return team.
Aiden Adams is in right here along the front line. So the left footer gets a good leg into it. It'll be taken at the 48-yard line. Running it to the far side is Cam Winters. He'll be spun down right around midfield on the K of the Whippets logo at the 47-yard line. And you are still going to have most of the ones out there for the Whippet offense, but Richard Kern is going to get some reps. It looks like they move him to right tackle and move big Jeremiah Winter over to left tackle, it seems to be. And no, maybe they move him to right guard. No, I was right. Winter, he was just going to his normal spot. He was going to right tackle. Now he has to go out to left tackle, so that's it. Pistol set for the Whippets. Turn, give to T. Riley. Lowers his shoulders, spins out of a tackle, has a first down, carrying the pile forward up to the 31-yard line. 16-yard pickup and a Serve Pro first down. What, T. Riley, he totes it. When he totes
he does.
He totes it. Also, should note, Kendrian Latiker stayed in the ball game as a receiver. He's one of those wide outs. Didn't forget about our trivia question, so we'll hopefully give you that answer pretty soon as the Whippets are well in command here. 45-0 in the third quarter. Shotgun set. Turn, give to T. Riley up the middle, up the hash marks. He'll have another first down. 11-yard pickup up to the 21-yard line. Serve Pro first down for T. Riley.
T. Riley's got 2 touches, 2 first downs, man. Same spot, just right up the seam there, man. Just right over the center.
He'll get a breather right here as the youngster Terrell Tolliver will come into the ball game. Whippets first and 10 from the 21-yard line is most likely will be the final play of the third quarter. Third quarter for Whippets football presented by Chris Coleman of Alpha Insurance. Caden Wade going to throw. Catch made by William Rankin. Breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle. Keeps going outside the hash marks and has about 9 yards on the first down. It'll be second down and short as we start the fourth quarter. All Whippets 45-0.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG. Good health is our priority.
Imagine a gym that never sleeps. Just like your fitness goals. Holmes Healthplex is open 24/7, giving you the freedom to work out on your schedule, not hours. Wave goodbye to those pesky joining fees, and hello to unlimited access to cardio machines, weights, and group classes like Pilates and spin, all included in your membership. Find us on Highway 12, where your fitness journey awaits around the clock at Holmes Healthplex.
Boswell Media Sports.
Fourth quarters for Whippets football are brought to you by Kangaroo Crossing, and it's all Whippets, 45-0. I stopped at Kangaroo Crossing before. Came to the game tonight. Had to get my pregame Gatorade. Kangaroo Crossing, one of our partners here for Boswell Media Sports coverage of Kosciusko Whippets football. Whippets face a second down and short from Gentry's 12-yard line. It looks like it's going to be Schuler in at quarterback. Schuler will hand it off to Tolliver, but the play was blown dead before ever got the play off. And that does push the Whippets back. Once again, Jeremy, really good opportunities here for these guys to get the in-game reps and kind of learn what you can't do that, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's good to see that, just get those game reps.
Handoff, Terrell Tolliver running left. He'll be stood up. He'll get positive yardage. Pick up around 3 yards. Double team tackle. Bring up third down and about 3, maybe 4 yards for the Whippet offense. Aiden Adams is in as a receiver. Big Caden Thrash also in on that offensive line for the Whippets. Arshawn Newell in as a receiver. Kendrian Latiker. Jack Vance is in as that H-back. Third down and short. Ball is fumbled, and it's Gentry with the recovery. So now we got a couple of flags in as a couple of people getting tied up late down the field is what we talked about at halftime, Jeremy. You don't want to see.
Got to play smart right here.
You don't want to see guys getting tossed or ejected or anything, but 2 flags could end up being some sort of a personal foul. Going to be offsetting. Yeah. So a couple of personal foul penalties against both teams. They offset a couple of guys pushing and shoving after the play, but there was dead ball foul, so the fumble recovery stands. It's Gentry football at right around the 18. Where do they put it at?
Yeah, I think it's the 18.
Right around the 18, 19-yard line. But now, we had a lot going on there. Weren't able to give you the trivia question answer. Answer to the trivia question is going to be that we asked you, Gentry alum that played at Ole Miss and was the first player to return a kickoff for a touchdown for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in December of 2007. That would be Michael Spurlock. Michael Spurlock had a great career at Gentry as they have a double tight set here. Sort of a little waggle motion, handoff, goes to the running back, getting out into the second level. About 8 yards on first down. Coming up with the tackle for the Whippets, Jeremiah Talley. Also, Keegan Albritton, Condarius Griffin in on the stop there. But, yeah, Michael Spurlock's senior year at Gentry, a total 4,509 yards and 45 touchdowns between rushing, throwing, and passing. Pretty good numbers for the former Gentry Ram. There's another double tight end set and another give to the running back. He's bouncing it outside. And the running back gets up the sideline, up to the 40-yard line, finally tracked down by Thad Coates. But this one's going to be coming back as somebody had a handful of jersey there on the outside. The head official threw that one. Everybody could see that was a hold against the Rams. So holding against the Rams. We'll bring it back. Whippets in the lead 45-0. But here's Michael Spurlock, 3,348 yards passing and 35 touchdowns. He rushed for 1,161 yards and 10 touchdowns from his quarterback spot. At the time, he held records for passing yards in a single game, 581, and touchdowns in a single game with 9. Those have both since been broken. But I remember Michael Spurlock when he played at Ole Miss, kind of came after Eli Manning. Hard act to follow, coming after Eli Manning. But he did play in 2005. He played every game. He started 11 games at quarterback and 1 game at running back. Spurlock, got to meet him a few years ago. He's a nice guy. Second down, 8 yards to go for the Rams. Gibson takes a snap, surveying, looking off to his left. Now he's going to run, and he'll dump it off. Incomplete. Tipped away at the last second, almost. Coming up with the scooping interception out there on the far sideline, I believe. Is that Bobby Rogers? Is that right? Is that the 30?
Yeah, that's who it was.
Bobby Rogers.
It was Bobby Rogers.
Yeah, out there. He was close to getting that scoop, and he would have had an easy walk-in for a pick six if he's able to come up with that one. But third down, 8 yards to go. Yeah, Michael Spurlock helped us with in Philadelphia. They have a baseball league for special needs kids, And so we did baseball broadcasts. We put the games on the air. So they're out there, and whether they're in wheelchairs or crutches or whatever they're able to do, they're able to play a real game of baseball. And Michael Spurlock came and was on the commentary with us. He came on the commentary and was helping us out. So super nice guy, Michael Spurlock. It's Gibson. It's going long. Got a man wide open. Incomplete. Sort of had him turned around a little bit. That was Jones. And it just kind of underthrown it maybe just a little bit. But Jones was there right at the 50-yard line. Jeremy kind of looked like he got lost looking over his shoulder.
Yeah, he got lost. So the way he had to spin made me dizzy looking at him, man. The way he had, I know he just got turned around right there. Kind of like a center fielder. It gets turned around a little bit on a baseball, so on a fly ball sometimes. But
yeah, and
he was there.
So I think there would be a punt here. That looks like it will be. Whippets once again going punt safe. Not going to send anybody back. No need to with the 45-0 lead. Is Gentry going to take all the time to kick this one away? Also, not only going to take their time, they didn't have enough guys out there. Had to bring a guy in.
That's what it was. They was having to find somebody that'd step out there.
Bring a guy in late. And now there's a whistle, and somebody moved a little bit early on the Gentry side of the ball. 5.5 minutes to play. And I got another trivia question for you here. What other teams in Mississippi have the Rams as a mascot? Now, Jeremy, you knew more of these than I did. I knew the public schools. There's 6 that have them, and I knew all the public schools that had Rams as a mascot. Some of these private schools are small. Good snap. The punter's just going to have to run for his life, and he's going to have an alley outside the left end, and he's going to have a first down, and he might be able to go all the way on a botched punt snap. We'll take it in 85 yards for the score. Well, he just opened up around that outside edge. And I don't think that was Falk even.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
I think that was a different one.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
It was a 23 that I don't have.
Was that 23 or 28
maybe?
I don't know.
I don't have a 23 or a 28 on my roster, so. But that will get Gentry on the board. And now they'll line up for the conversion. Yeah, just able to take it. As I said, once he got to the edge, putting the pressure on was Nick Williams. I mean, he was right there, but it's a good job by the punter to just pull it down, and there was nobody around the left end. It looked like he was just trying to initially just get a first down, and then he saw green turf and kept going. But the Rams are going to line up to go for 2. Handoff. Falk's going to get it and run around the right edge, and he'll have it. 2-point conversion is good. 45-8. Gentry gets on the board. We'll step aside for a break. All Whippets right now here towards the end of the ball game.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Your pharmacist is more than someone who fills your prescriptions. Your pharmacist helps you understand what medications you're taking. Your pharmacist makes sure your insurance is filed correctly. And your pharmacist answers any other questions you may have regarding your medications.
Hi, I'm Rob Pickle, registered pharmacist and owner of Pickle's Drugstore. It is my goal to give you the personal attention you need to improve your health and well-being. My staff and I are here to serve you.
Pickle's Drugstore, your hometown pharmacy, on the east side of the square in Kosciusko.
Boswell Media Sports.
Gentry to kick it away. They're able to get a long 85-yard touchdown run on a sort of a scramble play on a botched snap on a punt, and then they convert a 2-point conversion. A left-footed kick will go and be bobbled by the Whippets back around the 16-yard line. And gang tackled right there. I believe on the return, Cam Winters once again. But the Whippets will send out the offense and can probably just take a knee if they wanted to. The running clock. But we will give you the teams with the Rams mascot. Obviously, Gentry is a team. The other MHSAA teams, Provine, the Rams, and Vardaman are the Rams. So those are the MHSAA ones. Those are the ones that I knew. Jeremy was rattling off the other one. Kemper Academy, Columbus Christian. Jeremy knew both of those. And how about this one, Jeremy? I didn't know this was a school. Wilkinson County Christian Academy, went down in South Mississippi. They are the Rams. You think like it's a pretty popular term, but you think there might be more. But Whippets just snap it directly to the new quarterback / running back. I'm going to get a number on that.
Yeah, I was trying to see.
It's 37. Marcus McClendon. Is it 37 or 31? I don't have a 31, so it's got to be 37.
Yeah, it's 37.
Yeah. Marcus McClendon in. Also, Zaylin Allen's going to go in. As the final 30 seconds are going to tick off. We'll keep going with the mascots. There are 4 Division I mascots that are Rams. Colorado State, Fordham, Rhode Island, and VCU. One final snap, and it's going to be a keeper. Running it to the left side and getting about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5, and that will be the final play of tonight's ball game. Whippets win it 45-8. We'll step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up. All Whippets tonight here on Homecoming.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, your crumbs on the floor detector, the warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. State Farm understands why your pet means so much to you. So State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve. Pet medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Angel Alvin McDonald at 662-289-3161.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours. Teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Gear up for deer season at the Attala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Attala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Attala County Co-op. Attala County Co-op.
In the legal jungle, experience and personal attention are your best allies. Meet Al Chaddick, attorney at law, navigating the courts with direct one-on-one consultations. No middlemen, just you and Al, tackling your legal battles together. Ready for a winning strategy? Call Al Chaddick's law office at 662-289-2242 today.
Listing of the above legal services does not indicate expertise therein.
Boswell Media Sports.
This is the Premier Medical post-game show. All Whippets tonight on Homecoming, a victory 45-8. And Jeremy, it was what you wanted if you're Kosciusko for the opening night of division play. You're able to get the points that you needed, and you're able to get some younger guys in and play some. But more importantly, you got to win, and just about, you can't say with 100% certainty, but with a win, just about guarantees a playoff spot.
Yeah, that's right, and that's just a big night, just to get that division win and sets you up in a good spot. And, hey, heads into this next week of just planning and getting ready for probably one of the biggest games maybe of the regular season for sure.
Yeah, one of the biggest ones that I can remember being a part of the showdown with the Louisville Wildcats next week. And they were up big 35-0 over Yazoo City. So that one next week could be for home games in the postseason and different things like that. So very big game. But, Jeremy, when you look at the stats here, obviously all skewed to the Whippets.
That's right, yeah, especially, first half, offensive play-wise, it wasn't a whole lot of plays that was actually ran. About 20 plays in the first half, 11 offensive plays in the second half is about what I have. And, second half, we didn't have but a couple of scores. We had the safety that put points on the board, and then we had one long pass reception to J.B. Pierce. It was a 62-yard throw and catch for a touchdown. And so, second half it was only a couple of, the Whippets was able to put a few points on the board. But, hey, it was a running clock. And then there late, Gentry was able to take that punt. They went out to punt on that fourth down, and just the punter was able to grab it and get to the edge. And, hey, when he got to the edge, he was able to get some daylight, and he took advantage of it, and he took it in, and they got their 2-point conversion. But, offensively speaking, it wasn't just a lot of offensive plays, but they didn't have to on the Whippet side tonight because they were able to put some scores on the board quick and early.
Yeah, and looking at some scores from around the state, the big one most people want to know about just up the road at Talent County Super Bowl. Ethel leads that one to start the fourth quarter, 16-6 over McAdams. And a few other scores to report on. This is an interesting one down on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Gulfport leads Ocean Springs. Ocean Springs number 4 in the state. They're trailing Gulfport 20-14. Also, the Oxford Chargers retake the lead over Madison Central 16-14 right at the start of the fourth quarter. It's all Choctaw County over Nettleton 41-6 in that one. Amory defeats Houston 18-14. A couple of 4A teams there. Winona Aberdeen tied at 22 at halftime. Columbia up 19-7 at the half. And Quitman leads Union 15-7. Forest and Mendenhall, another 4A South game, is 29-6 in that one there in the second half. And it was all last update we had. Canton Academy was trailing Leake Academy 44-7. So those are some scores brought to you by Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts. Now it's time to name our Autumn Ridge Dental Player of the Game. Jeremy, on the offensive side, it seems like everything was kind of spread out.
Yeah, it was. When you go back and you look at it, and it wasn't a whole lot of, like we just said, it wasn't a whole lot of offensive plays. Scoring-wise, you had McBride that had a score. You had Schuler with a score. You had Sanford with a couple of scores. Roundtree with a score. Pierce with a score. And so, it was kind of spread out on the scoring, and even stat-wise, it was pretty much spread out. Nobody really stood out. It was a lot of guys was able to contribute on the offensive side. And, hey, Caden Wade always is just very consistent with everything he does.
Just about every week could be player of the game.
Yeah.
But on the defensive side, you had a lot of guys get in and get playing time. Nick Suddeth had a great game. You got a great game, another great game from Kari Covington and J.T. Heron. But I think Travion Nash is going to be the one to take home the honor this week. I had him with 4 tackles for loss and a couple of sacks back there. So Travion Nash was just living in the Gentry backfield. So Travion Nash will be your Autumn Ridge Dental Player of the Game. Autumn Ridge Dental, something to smile about. Big win for the Whippets, 45-8. Thank you to Russ Tillman down on the camera for us tonight. He had to get called in, and so did a great job for us there. And, of course, apologize for the issues with the stream. The internet goes down. We're kind of at the mercy of the internet when you get a sort of a drop in the internet speed there. So Sandy McBride did a great job coming back and helping out. And so we appreciate her for taking care of things up here. Also, big thank you to Donald back in the studio there in Golf Course Road, and a big thank you to everyone involved in Boswell Media Sports. That would be Melissa, Laura, Lisa, Ashley, BMO, Macy, everyone involved there. And that's going to wrap it up for us as the Whippets going to win 45-8 next week. We're on the road for the big one over at Louisville. If you can't make it, hopefully you can. It's not that far of a drive, but hopefully you can make it over there in time for the ball game. But if not, join us here on Boswell Media Sports. So for our entire crew, Brett Riley signing off, saying good night and go Whippets.
A presentation of Boswell Media